what that means? It means it's time for Talking Comics Live with Collectors Confessions. Each week at 6 o'clock we come on here and we talk about the comic books that we picked up for the week. In this week's episode, we are going to be looking at not only the comic books that we bought this week, but also Free Comic Book Day. That's the comic books we picked up for Free Comic Book Day. With us this week are Caveman Batman, and Zombie Captain America. Each week we're going to have some new figures here joining us. I get to pick them because it's my show. Thanks for joining us and then leaving us. So each week what do is we go through the comic books we bought for the week. There's one bag. There's two bags. Why are there two bags? Because this bag contains the free comic books we bought. This bag contains the comics we paid for. And then we go over how much money you think I spent on the comics this week and every week. Comic Plug gets it wrong, but he guesses every single week, and we appreciate that. You are guessing every single week to see how much money I spent. Just don't tell my wife. She doesn't watch the live show. So let's go through it. See what we bought this week. As we do every week, we get rid of the bag. Let's see. I haven't opened this bag yet. Sometimes I open it just to get them somewhat organized. This week I did not open the bag, so I have no idea what order they are in. But let's get started. Suicide Squad Kill Arkham Asylum 4 of 5. This series ends pretty soon. I have not opened one yet to read it. My plan is to read all 5 when they are all out. So there you go. Cover has Captain Boomerang. Very thin though. Comics seem very thin in this. I don't know. Web of Spider-Man #1. This is the second printing. I actually missed this, and it came up in an issue of Spider-Woman I was reading. There's a couple of first appearances in here, so I figured I should pick it up, and Spider-Woman plays a part in it, and I'm a big Spider-Woman fan, so hopefully I'll be able to get one of the first printings, but I figured just to read now, I'll get the second printing and follow along with what's going on in here. Let me know if you picked this up already and if you enjoy it. The cover was pretty cool too, though. It's a nice Green Goblin cover. Batman 147. In this one, Bruce Wayne and the Joker were trapped in prison. Zur-En-Arrh was fighting, but now he's not. But Batman's personality's in a robot. So it's getting confusing a little bit. But it's been pretty good. Right? This is probably my favorite Batman title going right now. Detective is a little bit more confusing. Boy Wonder #1. It's a black label, and luckily it's a black label and it's not the oversized ones they were doing. I hate when they do oversized comics. I know they did a couple for so they did a Suicide Squad, they did a Superman. I have nowhere to put them because everything here is in file cabinets, and if the book doesn't fit in a file cabinet, I have nowhere to put it. We'll see how this is. I know that the black label is a little bit more adult, but this one looks like cartoonish, so it's kind of contradictory. I'm looking forward to it. I like what they've been doing with Batman. Who's the artist on this? Artist on this is Chris O'Halloran. No, he's the colorist. Written and drawn by Junie Ba. I have to reach out, Junie Ba. This week, on Wednesday, don't miss, we have a big interview this week. We interviewed Howard Chaykin, and it was absolutely fantastic. So it's going live on Wednesday. It's about, 6 days from now. This weekend, what's this video on Saturday is another haul video. We went to the Old Bridge Comic Expo, so check that one out. Yesterday, we did a video, Target. We did a video about a problem we had at Target. I'll show you what I bought, and you can check out the short. Shazam #11. A little bit behind on this. I think one storyline just ended. I believe this is the new storyline, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Moving Day. Oh, no, part 2. I think I'm a little bit behind. I didn't read part 1. The house got destroyed. They're doing a new house. You know what it is. What do we got? Yeah, it does look. That does look kind of pumpkin-y, right? Eyes look kind of pumpkin-y. Oh, they drove me, those things drove me crazy. I know I've been saying it. I don't know if you saw the video where I was by by my file cabinets. I keep all my comics in file cabinets. And when those come out, and I'm a huge fan of the Suicide Squad. When that came out, I don't know what I'm doing with it. I don't want to put it on with the magazines. It's a comic book, and then I forget where I put it. I hate those large ones. And I missed the Batman one. When they showed the Bat Penis one, I missed that one because I wasn't going to go and buy it because I honestly hate those things. All right, Figure Fever, thanks for joining us. Thanks for saying hello. Hopefully you're a comic collector like we are. If you've been watching, you know I'm a big fan of the Disney Marvel mashup. Here's this one. What if Donald was the duck called Havoc? It's Amazing Spider-Man number 49. My kids even bought me a t-shirt of the Fantastic Four one for Christmas. I am a huge fan of these mashup covers. We are a Disney family here. We visit Disney every once in a while. Oh, good. They got me. They didn't know if they'd be able to pull these for me because I put my order in a little bit late. Blood Hunters number 1. It's a tie-in to the Blood Hunt. Issue 1 came out last week. There was a regular issue. There was a red band issue. I know we talked about it last week. Apparently in the red band issue, Doctor Strange doesn't get stabbed. He actually gets cut in half. A lot more blood, a lot more gore. Oh, Treasury books. I have the Flash one somewhere around here. I honestly have no idea where I put it because I just don't have it. Sometimes I lay it on top of the inside one of my drawers. Hey, what's up? The Great Brain Robbery. What's going on? Hope you're also a comic collector. Oh, Thomas, you finally made one. You've been saying it for weeks and weeks and weeks. I'm glad to hear. Hopefully what I bought inspires you to buy something, or you bought it too, and we could talk about it here. Another Blood Hunt tie-in. Dracula number 1. This is going to take months, and it's going to cost me a huge amount of money. If you remember last week, they gave me the Blood Hunt teeth. Maybe next week I'll wear these when I do this whole episode. Probably not. Fantastic Four number 20. It's been okay. I'm a Fantastic Four fan. This series has been okay. I'm not loving it. I'm liking it. Guess that's the best way to put it. Loving this. They're reprinting the entire Marvel Secret Wars series. I have pieces of the original series, so these are the ones I'm actually going to reread. My plan is this summer to reread these and the tie-ins and simultaneously read Crisis. So I'm going to read all at the same time. I'm going to pretend I'm in 1984 this summer. The Avengers 14. This is a Blood Hunt tie-in. This is where it's going to start getting expensive because I'm going to try to pick up every single one of the tie-ins. Doctor Strange 15. Not sure how they could be a Doctor Strange. He just got cut in half. Doctor Strange Academy number 1, also a Blood Hunt tie-in. So that's keeping track. 5 Blood Hunt titles this month, right? Nope, I'm wrong. Venom 33. 6, count them, 6 Blood Hunt tie-in titles. This should have been the opening. It's a Blood Hunt kind of week at Marvel. So we had mostly Marvel this week. Yep. A little bit of DC. Here's my Marvel stack. Here's the Marvel stack. Here's the DC stack. Only 3. And I'm a DC guy. Not a lot of DC stuff this week. So what do you think? Take your guess. Here's the time. How much did I spend this week? It's a small one this week. What did I spend? I'll give you time. We'll look at the free comic books and then you guys can guess how much I spent. There you go. Here's the free comic books. Hopefully everyone here was able to make it to their local comic shop's free comic book day. And plug your local comic shop. My local comic shop is JHU Comics. Hopefully, I spent the pint of blood. That's exactly what I spent. I spent my left arm. Hopefully you guys went to free comic book day. I actually wasn't able to make it on Saturday. I had something came up, so I ended up going Sunday morning. And they had put some stuff aside for me because I'm there every week, so. Let's continue with the Blood Hunt. Blood Hunt number 1, free comic book day. This actually is supposedly connected to the story, so you have to read this to get all of the story in here. So this will be the first one I read. Actually, probably we'll read this after we're done with this show. Spider-Man Ultimate Universe. If you know, I've been picking up every single one of the Ultimate Universe. I missed it the first time around, so now I am doing it this time. Oh, so good. So you got all your comics. Let me ask you a question. On your free comic book day at your local comic shops, right? Do they limit what you can get, or can you get one of each one? Yeah, DC was really light this week. You know, I don't know why. Yeah, I got the Energon one. I picked that up too. Actually, I didn't. They threw this in because they knew I would like it. I picked up the Star Wars one. I keep saying I'm going to get into Star Wars, but I just don't want to. So you're allowed 5. Okay. Now, what if they have them left over and you go in on Wednesday to pick them up? You're allowed to get more? Because my comic shop has some left over and they keep them behind the shelf and they let you grab more if you need to. And then that was all of. Oh, there's another. This was Marvel's other one, Marvel Voices. This one is good for us because we see the up and coming creators and we reach out to them and try to get them on a show. We've had a couple of newer creators on. We have a couple of old ones, like I said earlier in the show. If you weren't here earlier, coming up this week, we interviewed Howard Chaykin, comic book legend. It was very interesting. It was different than in our other interviews. Okay, so they do limit. Yeah, I know I know I was talking to them about it at our comic shop, and they do have to pay for them. But I got to tell you, on Saturday at our local comic shop, it was packed with people. I didn't go, but Brian went, and there was so many people in the comic shop, which is great to get people who aren't there normally, going free comic day, pick up a couple things, maybe come back. Oh, so your comic shop runs out of stuff. Wow, that must suck. See, that's good. No limit is good. Like if I want to pick up, and I have to find space for it, so I don't always pick it up. I get what I like. I mean, I don't really need everything. Maybe down the road, if I see it still around, I'll grab it. I actually might pick up some more. I might go to another comic shop this weekend and see if they have any left over and pick up some of the missy ones I had. So that was all the other stuff, and then here I think I got more free DC comics this week than I bought DC. So there was Absolute Power. This has to do with the Batman story because that's the current Batman in Batman right now. It's a robot version of Batman. They downloaded Bruce Wayne into it. Batman Asylum. I know it's a kiddie comic, but it's cool every once in a while to read a kiddie comic. This was the Mad Magazine, but because it looked like Superman on the cover, I said, you know what? I need it, and there's actually the stories in there are making fun of the Justice League. So I figured Justice Society. It's all DC Comics stuff. So I had to grab this one. How great is that? Making fun of the Peanuts crossover with Aquaman. Arthur crosses over. I think this is going to be the one I have the most fun reading. Mad Magazine dedicated to it. And then the final thing I got is one of my favorite characters that gets no love and it should get way more love than it does. I'm a big Mr. Miracle fan, and Big Barda is also one of my favorites because of the connection to Mr. Miracle. We definitely don't get enough of Big Barda in the DC universe. I know there was a series a couple of years ago with her in it, but we need more Big Barda, more figures, more comic books. So that's what I picked up. My cost this week was, what did I do with the receipt? I spent about, you said 75, Tom. I spent 68, almost $69. And also this week, I picked up something else this week. I don't know if you guys saw my short. I picked up a McFarlane figure, and I had a story about it. So check out the short about why this caused me a headache and why Target seems to always get me. That's pretty much it. That's all we did this week. Coming up this weekend is our haul from Old Bridge Comic Expo. That goes live on Saturday. Oh, On For Our Boy needs his own miniseries. That's exactly what he needs. They need to do a spin-off and have Nathan Fillion play him in an actual series on a DC series. What else coming out? Howard Chaykin next week. Bunch of shorts coming out. Oh, what's the Gotcha Man comic? Oh, okay. Oh, I wonder if Brian picked that up. Brian's a big fan of Battle of the Planets, the old G-Force. Yeah, Brian's a big fan of that. I know he went on Saturday afternoon, and it was packed. He waited in line for a really long time just to get the comic books. I don't know if he picked that one up. He likes the independent stuff, so he probably did so. We'll be back next Thursday. You know, the same Collector's Confession time, same Collector's Confession channel. As always, thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate that you join us live. Share us with your friends. We want to just keep building this community. I enjoy doing the lives. We enjoy doing our videos. If there's anything you want to see, hit us up at collectorsconfessions@gmail.com. Any, topics you want us to do. We're working on a couple of things right now in our upcoming videos. We're going to be doing a big Avengers video. Brian has a Swamp Thing video, part 2 coming up. So we got a lot going on. We're coming to the end of our real job. We're both teachers, so we're almost at the end of our school year. So we'll have a lot more time to, dedicate to writing and making better shorts and videos. So as always, thanks for joining us. Love what you collect what you love. I will definitely see you guys next week. I may have a special guest. Let's see. Talk to you next week. Be good. Enjoy your comics. Have fun this weekend. See you next week.